Hello ladies and gents, boys and girls, and welcome to Workout Wednesday. I'm Stu Strello. I'd just like to say a massive thank you to everybody who liked, commented and shared the last video. It means a lot, guys. It's what keeps these videos coming. So then, today's workout is as follows. I have for you a time circuit. So the way this works then, guys, okay? So from here, you've got 10 exercises, one all the way down to 10. And you're going to do 3 rounds. Each round consists of a time, okay? So round 1's going to be 35 seconds per exercise, round 2's going to be 30 seconds per exercise, and round 3 is going to be 25 seconds per exercise. So the way it works is you'll start from number 1, okay? You'll do 35 seconds, making your way all the way down to the end, okay? When you get to the end, you'll have 2 minutes rest. You'll then make your way to round 2, and so forth, okay? Until you get to the end. Here's a quick opportunity to take a screenshot of the workout. Just a quick reference, so it makes it easy when you're going through the workout. So then, like all the workouts, very minimal equipment required for today's workout. All you need is a matted area or a mat or something that's going to be able to protect your back, okay, and a chair or a ledge. So then, before we start the workout, let's talk a little bit about health and safety then, okay? We've got to ask ourselves a few questions. Question number 1 being, do we have any injuries? Guys, if you do have injuries, please make sure you consult your GP, okay? Failing that, please drop me a message. I'll see if I can adapt the exercises for you. Second question, are we hydrated? Guys, got to make sure that we hydrate before we take part in this workout. So make sure that we pee clearly at least once today already, okay? And the last question, have we had enough food before we take part in this workout? Guys, you must make sure that you have eaten sort of an hour and a half before this workout. Just give yourself enough fuel to get through this workout. Other bits of health and safety then, guys, okay, if you're new to training, do not go beasting yourself through this workout. It is normal to get the heart rate up, okay? It is normal to be blown a little bit. Okay, that's all part of training, okay? Should you start feeling dizzy or lightheaded or any sort of sharp shooting pains whilst taking part in this workout, okay, you've got to stop. It's unacceptable to be training through that. So then, before we start the workout, let's have a look at a good old classic British Army style warm-up, okay? So what you need to do is you need to get yourself in a bit of space, have a move around, make sure you're not going to touch anybody or anything, okay? Once you're happy with that, let's just start jogging the spot. Once we jog on the spot then, if you hear me call out a body part, I'll see that body part touch the floor. So if I say left hand touch the floor, I'll see the left hand touch the floor, okay? So then, once we jog on the spot, let's start working on that breath then, guys. Nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. So then, let's start punching out to the front, flicking those fingers. Up to the sky. Down to the ground. Out to the sides. Out to the front. Up to the sky. Down to the ground. Out to the sides. Out to the front. Up to the sky. Down to the ground. And gentle jogging there then. Let's go both hands out to the side then. Let's start rotating those hands forward in small circles. Let's make it bigger. Make it bigger. All the way in big circles. Just try to get those biceps brushing past here and the thumb past the thigh. Get those shoulders nice and warm. Let's make them smaller. Let's make them smaller. Smaller. Now small circles to the rear. Let's make them bigger. Make them bigger. All the way in big circles. That's it. Keep it there. Let's make them smaller. Let's make them smaller and smaller. And gentle jogging there then. We're going to do some big breaststroke moves. We're going to push all that to the front, all the way to the rear as far as we physically can. Really over exaggerated movements here. Then to some front crawl, push all that to the front. Then some backstroke then, one arm at a time. And some butterfly, both arms going forward. Let's go left arm going forward, right arm going to the rear. Let's go right arm going forward, left arm going to the rear. Working on a bit of coordination for you. And gentle jogging there, slowing it down, and steady hold there, looking for the first stretch in. So we're going to find ourselves a wall then, okay? So from here we're going to reach our hand nice and high up the wall, keep a nice straight arm, get the chest up nice and tall. We're going to turn the body weight, we're going to get a good stretch through the pectorals. So keep that chin up. We're holding these stretches for 6 to 10 seconds. And release out of that, change sides. The hand up nice and high. And releasing out of that. We're going to then go both hands out to the front then, with our feet shoulders apart, slight flex in the knees. We're going to push out as far as we can without interlocking those fingers. Get a good stretch across the top of the back. And releasing out of that, let's bring the left arm press front of the body then, right arm above below the elbow, keep that hand up nice and high then, pull the arm in towards the body for the stretch in the shoulder area. good. Try and stretch a little bit more if you can. And release out of that. Shake off, change arms. That's good. Keep that hand up nice and high. Keep that chin up as well. And releasing out of that. Let's do a little bit of neck mobility then, okay? So remaining with the feet where they are, okay? So shoulders apart, slight flex in the knees. We're going to look forward. We're going to look over the left hand shoulder. We're then going to come back to center way to the right hand shoulder. And we're going to do that 5 times each side, okay? That's 3, 4, 5. And then from there then, okay, we're going to bring our chin down towards our chest, keeping the chest up. We're then going to look up as far as we feel comfortable. At any time we start feeling dizzy, we've gone a little bit too far, okay, we need to then come down. So try not to hyperextend the neck too much. So we do 5 of those. And then from here we're going to look down towards the left shoulder, we're going to look high right, so up there. That diagonal movement. Good. And then down to the right hand shoulder, looking high left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Happy days. Then come out of that and back to jogging the spot again. So then we're going to place both hands out to the front, then take hold of that imaginary rugby ball. We're going to twist away to the left hand side, look behind us, back to the front way to the right hand side. You're sure when the head follows where the hands go. And gentle jog in there then. Let's start flicking the toes out to the front slightly then. Knees up to the front slightly. And heels to the rear slightly. Knees back up to the front. Toes out to the front. And gentle jog in there. Left hand touch the floor. Right hand touch the floor. Both hands touch the floor. Gentle jogging, slowing it down and steady hold there. So then what's going to happen now, then we're going to get ourselves down to the press up position. So from here then, feet shoulders apart, we're going to push back into downward facing dog. So head down for the shoulders, bum up in there as high as we can. Nice deep breaths. And then back into the press up position. Let's bring those hips down towards the ground, keeping the shoulders stacked over the hands, making sure we're looking forward, not looking up, unless we know what we're doing. For those yogis out there. Nice deep breaths then. And then back into the press up position then. Just walking our feet forward. Let's get ourselves sat down on the floor like so, okay? So from here then, we're going to bring the soles of the feet together then, we're going to sit up nice and tall, elbows inside the knees, and we're going to do some butterflies, okay? So we're going to do 10 of those. Once you've done 10 of those then, we're going to apply slight pressure facing down, pushing downwards then, okay? Just open those hips up. We're going to hold that for 6 to 10 seconds. We're then going to do 10 more butterflies then. And from here, apply pressure downwards again. And hold that for 3, 2, 1, and slowly come out of that. So we're going to interlock the fingers then, let's bring the elbows together, let's just sort of rotate the wrists, run around back and forth, left and right, just to loosen up those wrists, get all those clicks out of there. And come out of that, and let's slowly stand back up again. So from here then guys, we take a big lunge to the rear with the right foot then, hips nice and square, our body nice and upright, making sure that knee's not going forward with the toes, like so. Get a good stretch those hip flexors. And stand up out of that, let's go down the other side. And slowly stand back up out of that. And let's carry jogging on the spot again. Let's start flicking the toes back out to the front. A little bit further than last time. Knees up to the front. Heels to the rear. Knees back up to the front. Toes out to the front. And gentle jogging there. Left hand touch the floor. Right hand touch the floor. Slowing it down and steady hold there. Last few stretches then, okay? So use the wall if you need to then. Let's grab the lacy part of the left trainer. Let's bring the heel towards the bum. And let's push your hips forward. Slight flex in the supporting leg. And we should be getting the stretch down through the quads there. And slowly release out of that, change sides. And slowly come out of that. Let's take a pace forward our left foot then. Let's sit back onto the right, hands on the fleshy part of that bent thigh, the right thigh. And with this, we're aiming to stick that bum out as far as we can, whilst keeping this back nice and straight there, getting the hamstrings down through here, okay? Trying to get the chin off the chest as well. And we're going to take it to the calf muscles, so down here, so we're going to raise the toes towards the sky. And slowly come out of that, quick shake off, change legs. And raise the toes towards the sky. And slowly come out of that, guys, quick shake off, and let's carry on jogging on the spot again. Let's start flicking the toes back out to the front, punch out to the front at the same time. Knees up to the front, punch up to the sky. Heels to the rear, punching out to the sides. Knees back up to the front, punch up to the sky. Toes out to the front, punch out to the front. And gentle jogging there. Left hand touch the floor, right hand touch the floor, both hands touch the floor. Press that position down. On your feet back up again, carry on jogging, let's get the pace up a little bit more, press that position down, on your feet back up, carry on jogging. This time then, guys, on the command of stand by go, I want to see you sprint on the spot whilst I count down from 10 down to 1. Stand by go, sprinting guys, let's go. Let's get those knees up, driving those arms as well. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And gentle jogging there, nice deep breaths, good. We do that again from 6 down to 1. Stand by, go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowing it down, guys, and steady hot there. Nice deep breaths, okay? Take 2 minutes, do another stretch as you might need to do, and we're going to crack on with the workout. So then, exercise number 1 is going to be the T push-up. So you're going to get yourself down to the press-up position. So from here, the hands in and around underneath the shoulders, okay, feet together, okay, making sure we squeeze the glutes, keep the core nice and tight. We come down into the press up, okay, making sure the elbows go back at a 45-degree angle from the shoulder. We then push back up, we then lift up on one side, okay, gripping the floor as best as we can, making sure the fingers are nice and wide. We come back down, we then got the other side. Let's see if we can hold that for a second or two, okay, and then come back down again. If we're still working on press up sides, we can do the negative, so we come down, we then push back up on the knees, come back up on the toes, come up the other side, okay, like so, back down again, come down, push up on the knees, back onto the toes, come back down again. And that there is exercise number 1, the T push-up. Exercise number 2 is the dish hold. So, you're going to get yourself laying down in your matted area, make sure there's nothing underneath your spine which is going to aggravate it, okay? From here the feet go 6 inches off the floor, keep them together, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the core, shoulders off the floor, okay? Hands out to the front like so. To make it higher, we can have the hands extended to the rear like so, we'll keep the hands right there, okay? If we need to rest, we don't put the feet down, we bring the knees up, okay? Only if we need to rest throughout the time period, and we keep it there, nice deep breaths. That there is exercise number 2, the dish hold. Exercise number 3 is going to be the squat to reverse lunge. So, from here, okay, we get our feet shoulder apart, okay, we then work on our squats. Remember the principles from the other workouts, okay, so when we squat down, knees struck out, sticking the bum out, back nice and flat, we come down. As we stand back up, we take a big lunge to the rear with the right foot, we then stand back up, we then squat down again, okay, stand back up, go down the other side, okay, work on that balance. Remember with the lunge, guys, hips nice and square on, knee not forward to the toes, we then stand back up, okay, squat down, and then repeat. And that there is exercise number 3, squat to reverse lunge. So then exercise number 4 is the feet elevated, hand walk to pike hold, okay? So with this exercise, we're going to require our chair. A little bit of health and safety regarding this exercise, okay? Only walk your hands back as far as you feel comfortable. So this is what the exercise looks like. So from here, we're going to be in the press up position. So hands in and around the shoulder area, okay, underneath them. Okay, big squeeze of the glutes, keep the core nice and tight. All we're then going to do is we're then going to walk our hands back, do not move the feet, okay? We come back as far as we feel comfortable. We then spend a second there, we then walk back out again, and we repeat like so, okay? If you can get all the way back to a 90 degree, happy days, okay? Failing that, we still just new, this exercise new to us, okay? Just walk back as, as far as we feel comfortable, as I said before. And that there is exercise number 4, feet elevated, hand walk to pike hold. Exercise number 5 is going to be the raised leg crunch, okay? So once again, we're going to need our chair. So we got ourselves laying down like so. We put our feet up onto the chair like so, okay? From here, what we're going to do is go fingers in and around the clavicles, okay? Elbows pinned in. True proper British Army style, okay? Come up. We make contact with our elbows onto our thighs, okay? Come back down again, like so. And that there is exercise number 5, raise leg crunch. Exercise number 6 is going to be glute bridges. So 2 ways we can do this, okay? First way we can do it, we can lay down like so. We go feet shoulders apart, okay? From here, all we're going to do is bring the hips up, squeeze your bum as hard as you can, those glute muscles, okay? Squeeze them, back down again. So spend a second up there, holding, back down, okay? To make it harder, what we can do is we can use our chair. We can place our feet up onto our chair like so. Make sure you've got nothing underneath your spine that's going to aggravate, okay? We then can lift higher. Just be mindful we don't put too much pressure through the neck, okay? And if you want to make it harder again, feel free to put some weights on the midsection there, so as we push back up, okay, we get a good squeeze, big squeeze of those glutes, okay, get a real good glute engagement. And that there is exercise number 6, glute bridges. Exercise number 7 is going to be the reverse dip, okay? So we're going to need our chair again. A little bit of health and safety to this, make sure you can put something on the top of your chair, so from tipping forwards. From here then, we place our hands on the chair like so, make sure the top of the hands facing uppermost. We then walk our feet out, make sure we've got a slight bend of the knees there. From here then, okay, we're then going to bend down like so, okay, trying to break the 90 at the shoulder and the elbow, okay. And then push back up, big squeeze of those triceps. Always worth spending a second there, squeezing that tricep as hard as we can. We then come back down again like so. If you want to make it harder, guys, okay, we can place something on our laps and make it a bit heavier. Okay, failing that, okay, if you want to make it easier, just increase the size of the ledge. And that there is exercise number 7, the reverse dip. Exercise number 8 is going to be the flutter kicks. So from here, laying down the mat like so, making sure you've got nothing underneath the spine that's going to aggravate it, okay. From here, we go feet 6 inches off the floor, and we bring our shoulders off the floor as well, okay. So we get a better core engagement there, okay. From here then, keeping the legs nice and straight, point those toes, we're then going to move the feet like so. If you want to make it harder, cross them over each other, okay. Failing that, just keep them feet going up and down, okay. And that there is exercise number 8, the flutter kick. Exercise number 9 is going to be the split squat. So the way this works then, guys, because you're working one limb at a time, you need to do 35 seconds on one side and then 35 seconds on the other, okay. So the way the split squat works then, so from here, I recommend going weak side first, okay. So with this, I'm going to place my right leg on the chair like so. From here, I then hop out a little bit, okay. I then lunge down like so, okay. Make sure the knee doesn't go forward, the toes, body's hips nice and square on, okay. Body's nice and upright. I then lunge down like so. Once I've done 35 seconds on that side, I then take a pace forward, make sure the feet land in line where the other foot was, okay. I then place my other leg up into the chair. I perform the exercise on that side there for 35 seconds, or depending what round it is, depending on what time it needs to be doing. And that there is exercise number 9, okay, the split squat. Exercise number 10 is the get up then, okay. So from here, start positions like so. We lay down on our matted area, okay, or a soft area, okay, and we fully extend. So the arms above the head, okay, feet fully out, okay. Make sure there's nothing that's going to aggravate the spine. From here, all we're going to do is get up, reach up towards the sky, and then get back down again. Such a basic movement, but full body movement. And that there is exercise number 10, the get up. So then, once you've completed all 10 exercises for 3 rounds, that there is the end of the workout. So what needs to happen next? We need to have a look at a bit of a cool down, okay? So the first part of the cool down, let's have a walk around the room or the garden a couple of times, okay? Let's bring that heart rate down safely, nice deep breaths in for the nose, out for the mouth, okay? Keep the chest up nice and tall, okay? Once we've done that, we're then gonna have a look at the static stretches. So the static stretches are the same as what you did with the warm up, okay? Apart from this time, you're gonna hold the stretches from 25 seconds through to 30 seconds, okay? And that's it there, okay? Once you've done that, okay, that then would be the end of the workout complete, okay? You need to then make sure that we're keeping on top of hydration, okay? We need to make sure that we're getting foods on board sort of half an hour to an hour after the workout, give your body the best chance of recovery, and that would then be it. Guys, thanks very much for giving it a go, okay? As I said before, okay, please give me feedback, please drop a comment underneath this, please share, let other people have see the workout, let them give them the opportunity to give it a go, okay? Thank you very much, and hopefully see you next week. Stay safe.